Children, yesterday we discussed about the photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis and what are the raw materials that are required for the process of photosynthesis. And we also discussed that the glucose, that is the product of photosynthesis, that is the food of the plant, is stored in the plant as a starch, and we normally eat some root parts, stem parts where the food is stored by the plant in the form of starch. Now, after having all the idea what are the required things for the photosynthesis, let us have some test. What is green leaves, the starch, when we test the leaf of a plant, how can we come to the conclusion that this leaf is having starch in it and plant have photosynthesized and prepared the food and that is stored in the form of starch in this leaf? So let us start with an activity, and you can say an experiment to test the presence of starch in green leaves. So how will you test? What do you need for this experiment? We need beaker, stand holder, test tube, water, a green leaf, iodine and alcohol. So what will you do? First, we take a leaf and boil it in water. First, we take a leaf and boil it in water. So you can see the burner, you can see the beaker, you can see the water is filled in beaker with a leaf. And after boiling it in water, we boil this in we can boil this in alcohol. So we can have a test tube with alcohol, and now we can boil it in alcohol. Children, there is a question. Why should we use alcohol to boil this leaf? Why should we use alcohol to boil it? Because previously we boiled it in plain water. So to decolorize the leaf that looks green, so we have to bleach the leaf, because the leaf is green due to the presence of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the green pigment, all of us know. So we must not have this green color in the leaf, because we want to test the presence of starch in the leaf. So we have to boil for bleaching of the leaf. We have to boil it in alcohol, and after that, to remove the stain of alcohol, you can see the presence of alcohol, the leaf is washed in cold water. And after washing it in cold water, we have to keep this leaf in a petri dish, and after adding few drops of iodine, we can see the blue-black patches, the presence of blue-black patches on the leaf. So what this blue-black patches? This shows the presence of starch, because all of us know the starch becomes blue-black when it is added or treated with iodine drops. So we can conclude that there was presence of starch in the leaf. The photosynthesis, the process of photosynthesis took place in the leaf. So we can get the presence of starch, and it was tested with the help of iodine, and we could get the blue-black color, and that shows the presence of starch in the leaf. So after that, we must do another process to test. Children, all of us know that the carbon dioxide gas is needed for the process of photosynthesis, because all of us know that the carbon dioxide and water are going to be synthesized in the form of glucose in presence of sunlight and in presence of chlorophyll. So here, to test why is carbon dioxide needed for the process of photosynthesis? So let us have a potted plant like this, and we must add some Vaseline-like thing and petroleum jelly-like thing to cover this leaf. And after adding and applying this to both of the parts of the leaf should be applied with this petroleum jelly, or you can say the moisturizer, whatever you have, and keep this potted plant for 24 hours in the sunlight. And after putting it, again we should pluck this leaf and another leaf too, and we should go through the experiment. Here we boil this, both the leaves should be boiled in plain water, then with the alcohol, then with the cold water, and we should keep both the leaves in the petri dish. After adding the iodine, what will we see? And what will we conclude, and what will be our inference? The children, you certainly know that the presence of the leaf that was not applied with the moisturizer or petroleum jelly shows the blue-black color after adding the iodine. But the leaf that was applied with petroleum jelly or moisturizer does not show the blue-black color after adding iodine, because we can conclude that this leaf did not get carbon dioxide from the air, because its pores that are called stomata are covered with petroleum jelly, and they could not breathe, they could not take the carbon dioxide that is needed for the process of photosynthesis from the air. This is the only reason that the leaf could not make its food, and the leaf that was covered with petroleum jelly does not turn blue-black on the addition of iodine. This happens because petroleum jelly or moisturizer blocks the openings in stomata, due to which carbon dioxide cannot enter the leaf, and this does not let the process of photosynthesis happen. So this is all about to show that carbon dioxide is necessary for plants to make food. Now, children, for the revision, we should go through the fill in the blanks. Leaves use carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, and chlorophyll to make food. Yesterday, we came to know that the raw materials for the photosynthesis are carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, and chlorophyll. Second, the process in which green plants with the help of chlorophyll use sunlight to convert water and carbon dioxide into food is known as photosynthesis. A series of organisms where each organism is dependent on the next one as a source of food is referred to as food chain. Children, we discussed during the discussion of chapter 1 that the green plants are producers, they can make their own food, and all the organisms are dependent for their food directly or indirectly on plants, because when the goat eats the plant and goat is eaten by the lion, the energy of the plant, and the plant took the energy of sunlight. The sunlight is ultimate source of energy, and this source of energy from the producer to the consumers travels. So this is the only energy that travels in whole food chain. And the dash is an insectivorous plant. You can take the name Venus flytrap, you can take the name of pitcher plant. And what are the saprophytes? Indian pipe and coral root get their food from the dead and decaying plants and animals. So these are the examples of saprophytic plants. And extra food is stored as starch in different parts of the plant. Extra food is stored as starch in different parts of the plant, as we see that the carrot is a root that stores stores starch, and the potato is a stem. Potato is an underground stem that also stores starch. So we saw the various parts of the plant that stores starch as food. So extra food is stored as starch in different parts of the plant. So this is all about for today. This is all for today.